But I often see online on YouTube a lot of these videos that they say that you don't need to know modes, and it's partially true maybe. Like if you only play country music or blues, like fill, you're a fill player and you just play very simple chord progressions or over certain very simple chord progressions, like let's say like a four chord pop tune or that kind of stuff, and that's great. There's nothing wrong about that. If you want to really have a bit of knowledge of the guitar, of the instrument, like a deeper knowledge, and you play music that is slightly more intricate than that. I just wanted to show you today how much of a shortcut it can be to just think in modes, which is something I've done for many years, especially because I play a lot of jazz, a lot of funk, a lot of that type of music, like new R&B, new soul, where chords shift very quickly, keys shift very quickly. And oftentimes, actually don't have time to think the key that generates that mode, so to speak. You just see a chord you have to play. I just wanted to make a video in defense of modes, so to speak. So I just wanted to show a bit of the train of thought of following the modes in a tune like Infant Thighs. And so the first chord is G minor E5. If this was a tune that was given to me and I didn't really have the time to analyze it, so somebody just shoves this chart in front of me at a jam session or at a gig, I would go literally chord by chord and I would try to figure out, to find my way in with my skills, my experience. Of course, there are many ways to improvise. You can use phrases, arpeggios, scales, things that are more linear, and then just like chord tones, target notes. There are many ways to improvise. It's not just one way, but I find that to get your bearings, modes are very quick. Modes and arpeggios are very quick ways to find where the good notes are, so to speak. So for the first chord, I would try and find G minor Dorian. It's right here. And then I would have F minor Dorian. I could use the same shape and move it down, but I really want to stay in the same location. I want to try and find notes that are, nice notes, to speak, like the ninth for G minor. And then trying to hit notes that are not part of the next chord. Let's say F minor 7. A close note that is part of F minor, but it's not part of G minor, is A flat. So I go from A to that A flat. But then again, visually, the mode gives me the notes for the next chord in that location. Again, that's F minor Dorian in that location in the 3rd fret. Then I have E flat major 7. E flat major 7 is right here. E flat major, that would be E Ionian. And if I want to be fancy, I can do E Lydian. The next chord obviously is not part of the major scale, but it's A 13 flat 9, which is a diminished chord. My eyes naturally want to go there, and I can play all my favorite Brecker licks, Michael Brecker licks, that kind of stuff. That's a bit old school, but they're still good licks. So then the next chord would be G flat major 7. Again, if I want to be fancy, I can use Lydian. Okay. F7 sus. Let's move location. Let's go down here. Okay. So this would be F Mixolydian. And then I can obviously play the scale or phrases from the scale. These are just references. And I have E minor 7. So that would be E minor Dorian. Then I have B flat 7 sus, which is B flat Mixolydian in this area. Then I have B7 altered, B flat 7 altered, which again is, I would call it super Locrian. Okay. And then I have E flat major 7. We're back. In this case, because the 2 bars later there is a E flat Lydian, I would probably use E flat major 7 Ionian. I have this Phrygian chord, E flat Phrygian. And then I have E flat major 7 sharp 11. Let's play that again. E flat major 7 sharp 11. And then I have again E major, which again this is going to be Lydian. It's a flat 2 major 7, so E Lydian. And then B major 7. If that was Lydian, this would be the Ionian. But then again, these chords are shifting so quickly that even if you played Lydian over it, so you took them individually, and this is the whole point of this kind of writing. If you took them individually, you would play literally either Ionian or Lydian. It's the same thing. So I played Ionian. If I played Lydian. So then the next chord are B flat sus. We go back to B flat Mixolydian. Then I have A flat minor 7, which is going to be Dorian. I'm going to pick that shape again because my eyes will very quickly want to go into that area. And then I have E flat 7 sus. So the next chord is D7 flat 9, and that's going to be super Locrian, so E flat natural minor if I thought of the originating scale, but to me that's D7 flat 9 super Locrian. And then we go back to the top, G minor 7, then F minor 7. Then I have E flat major 7. Then I could use Lydian. And then I have again that altered 13 flat 9 chord, which is again I use in this case I use the diminished half step whole step. And then I have G flat major 7 again. I can go to a different location. Let's use Lydian. And then I will have again a sus chord at 7 Mixolydian. And then E flat minor, which is going to be Dorian. And then B flat 7 sus, again B flat Mixolydian. Or you can use the bebop scales. I've talked about modes and bebop scales. I will link all the videos in the description as always. bebop scale. The dominant bebop scale is a major scale with the flat 7 and major 7, so it's 8 notes. So you can use that. But this is just to show that when you have this kind of shifting chords, and it happens a lot in some pop music, like more richer pop music, like, Steely Dan, to me, that kind of music, even like in Latin pop music, it's a lot quicker to think in modes. When I see a chord, and I know that this is jazz, or funk or that kind of style, my first protocol is definitely, I think in Dorian, thinking in modes. I want to play Lydian now, and then I connect them. Let's say if I wanted to play G minor to F minor 7, at the moment I showed you the modes by separating the chords. So that one mode goes on G minor 7, G minor 7, G minor Dorian, then F minor Dorian, then E flat major 7, so E flat Lydian. But really, when you're playing, you're trying to connect these things. So you're trying to find either common notes at the end of one bar that goes into the other one. Let's say between G minor and F minor, I could use B flat. Okay, that's the 11th of F, so. Or I could use a note that is different, as I made that example at the very beginning. So I could play G minor and end on A flat, which is the minor third of F. So you're connecting the chords. Okay, so you're seeing the chords separately in terms of the scales, but when it's time to play, you're trying to connect the dots. Okay, so you try to bridge the chord in a way that is musical, and you land either on a strong note, a chord tone, or what I call a color note, like the ninth. Let's say if I wanted to make things a bit fancy, I could stay on that G. Because that G is the ninth of F. So again. Okay, so I've played something linear, and I landed on a color note, a note that is very colorful. There's no F. If I landed on F, the result would be a lot less jazzy, so to speak. Okay, let me play again on a chorus of this, and let me try to just play linearly. Just play modes. What I call modes, not necessarily arpeggios. I'll try to minimize that as much as sometimes it might be necessary. So again, I'm going to play off this chord progression, and I'm going to try to stick it with scales, play linearly, play with modes. Yeah, so you can see how just by playing scales and linearly you connect the dots, you can connect all the chords. Just explore it, take it, let's say 2 chords at a time if you're a beginner, 8 bars at a time if you're intermediate and you're just finding your way through modes. But I find that by identifying each chord in this scenario, obviously if you're just playing, as I said, country music with 4 chords, and nothing wrong with that, you might just go by feel. I do it too. I don't think of modes where I play country music or blues, or there are certain styles where I just play. Okay, I might just think of the key. Well, I hope this was of help. I know that sometimes I go through things quite quickly, so you can slow down these videos. You can leave a comment in the comment section asking for elucidations. And as always, if this video was of value to you, feel free to share it. Feel free to send it to a friend, post it on Reddit, Facebook, those kind of places. And check out all the links in my description. And in a pinned comment, I always leave something, related videos and my instructional stuff and, the presets that I make for modelers and all sorts of stuff that will be coming out in the future and I've not yet made. Take care. It's all for today. Bye-bye.